Still on Max. I see Max.
Yeah, I think Max is going to be interesting to see how both players this Anarchy and see if his aim can reign true, like you say.
Round begins in 3.
And we're kicking off. Let's see if Max can get this heavy spawn, which he'd probably ideally want, but
no,
does not. And yeah, this is good. Vorest is going to go straight over this heavy. Max actually delaying the mega here.
The question is Vorest going to hear it? Is he going to realize? And yeah, if he sees him, hears it.
Yeah, he should be aware of that now, so he knows that heavy should be the first item up. Max is also now able to get the LG, and he's actually just going to allow Vorest, by the looks of it, to go in beneath and get this LG. And he's going to be careful. This dual-wield LG is going to be really dangerous against this Anarchy. Machine gun out immediately. I like to see it. Doesn't want to take a fight there. And yeah, Vorest able to get out. A little more damage too. He's delaying this heavy, so unfortunately, because of this delay, it's going to unfortunately set him into a position where he's not going to contest this. And yeah, Max is going to take that for free.
Now, if you're Vorest, you want to make sure that this light up near rockets, he's not going to get to it. And Max has a lot of LG there, but Vorest pulling out a dual world, pretty crucial, and he's going to fall back into the light. And he's going to be ready for this heavy here.
Max is not going to have the stack for this, and yeah, Vorest, he's got enough health to just push in here. Notice the time, and yeah, he should be able to get back to this mega in time, but no,
that's not to. And I think that's fine.
Option. Yeah, I think he played the safer option there. Opted to go for the 225. Does catch Max out here, and good amount of damage. The LG was strong. And right now, if he catches Max out in the wrong spot just like that, and yeah, that will be another frag for Vorest.
And he's on top of the lights. He's got a good cycle going. He's going to be here for heavy, and he's going to be ready for it.
So that's going to be a big thing for him, especially if...
Oh, no way. He gets caught off guard with that shotgun.
And he doesn't even pick up the heavy there, which is really hard for him. And I was just about to say, being able to control the armor stack of this Anarchy is going to be huge for him, but one little mistake there has cost him both items.
And this light.
And now we see Max, the one who's going to take control of this map.
And the thing is, though, he just didn't see him. Like, he was in such a better position, and he allowed Max to get off like 2 shotgun shots that were crucial. And just from that, he lose a frag and lose control. Luckily, he's at almost 100, and he should be able to do some damage here. So does Max.
There's a good opening rocket there. Julian comes out, tries to scare Max away, and it's actually enough for him to steal away that mega. Taking a lot of damage in the process, and neither player right now really wants to take a fight. Both on even stack. Inject is also being used. And Vorest here, the one with high ground and great rockets from above. Max not ready for it. And Vorest even pushing aggressive here before this heavy. Great LG has pulled Max off.
Beautiful. Honestly.
That's fantastic play from him. And yeah, he can fall back here now.
You might have to go up mega.
He'll at least be able to get damage off this. No, instead, Max doesn't have time on this. And this should be another free kill here. Up the jump had the LG out. And yeah, really well played from Vorest so far this match.
Well, see, Vorest hasn't actually been playing QC for long. This is his first season, and he only started playing a week before the season.
Oh, well, there
so
you go.
He's improved a lot. It's good to see.
Jeweled out here just to try to scare Max off. Doesn't really want to take this fight. His health's not great, and it did its job. And yeah, look at that. He's got perfect timing now between these two items. He's doing a quick rotation, and Max is pushing through the TP and gets a good amount of damage off, but that was a really risky play, and Vorest is just going to now try and eat up all these armors on the map and leave Max alone.
Now Max shouldn't be staying around here. He gives a nice rocket, honestly. That could save him.
That's actually... Between that rocket and pushing Vorest back onto that lava there, that did about, 40 damage, 50 damage worth of ticks there, and that was enough.
Oh, I didn't realize Mega's up.
And yeah, Vorest, I think that sort of distracted him a bit, and he sort of just mistimed that item. He should have known it was right after, and again, one small little mistake, and it's how quickly you can swap control over in a map like this.
But even then, look how well Vorest just got 100 again, and he's ready for this heavy fight. Even want a bit of damage him.
Dual wield out again, and I don't think Vorest is going to run off this time, but he has managed to work his way into a better position, and just through that rocket spam, doesn't get a huge amount of damage off. but it's just enough to force Max off the item, and we'll retreat back to Mega there. And Vorest definitely coming out on top in that fight.
He's looking to take a bit of damage here so he can take this light away from Max, but Max doesn't want to engage.
India comes out in the LG fight. Vorest not connecting. Stopping to rockets. Does get a bit of damage, but
That's unfortunate.
the shot is going to be too strong at range like that.
Yeah.
Max not low enough. And he does actually miss out on that Mega by going in there. Maybe a bit of a mistake there. Delaying a little bit too much. He's low on ammo, so he can't really take a big extended fight here. Only 50 cells of LG, and it won't matter because Vorest setting a great trap ready for him, and
he never spawned. Unfortunately, Max gets away. I mean, really good movement by him.
This is one of the advantages that the Ark has. You know, he can get away from that duel real quick. Good nail as well in return, and
Max on the items
to Mega. Seems to be where it doesn't want to get carried away and with the anarchy movement, and sort of just, because you know it's very easy to hear on a small map like this. And yeah, Vorest I think is aware that he's not around and trying to push out again for a bit of damage. This is good. Gets a little bit off and falls back before he takes any in return. Max, they pushed in for a fight here and
go for a Mega there, but he didn't take that opportunity.
Vorest maybe a bit too frag hungry in that situation. He could have taken away that Mega. Rippled Max, left him with nothing. But instead we actually see Max with that even second, trying to go on the jump pad and gets up. Rockets both players not too bad, and this should be a great for Vorest. And
yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, he definitely should have hit that.
And again, he's found himself in a spot where maybe a little bit too frag hungry. Like, it's annoying. I get when you're in a situation like that and you should get a frag. It's really annoying to not finish the kill, but it's not worth missing out on these items and now losing full control of the map.
And it's got a perfect cycle now. So
yeah,
if Max is ready for this, he can get full control easily.
And while we are getting to the later stage of this map, 4 frags on CK in 3 minutes, very doable, especially for an anarchy as well. Having to inject, pushing him with the LGs, not connecting much. The rockets are strong and the humidity to finish it.
But now, Heavy's still up, and if Vorest can get there, you know, it's gonna be pretty even. I mean, he's got no items, but even a shotgun on this map can do damage, like, a lot.
And he will get rockets too.
Drops there. I don't know if that was the right move, but Max is gonna chase him. Yeah, some big shots.
There we go. Now it's 2 frags. Brought the difference down too.
And Max, Vorest might be tilting a bit. I mean, rushing like that. I don't know if that's the right play.
Max wasn't healthy in that situation. If he knew that the timing on the Mega, he knew that Mega wouldn't have been up yet. So
True.
But Mega and 50 shard come up. So now Max is healthy again, ready to take a fight. Good machine gun. Good machine gun damage.
Yeah, really nice.
Nothing in return. I think Maxi is trying to push into take a fight, but doesn't want to fall into any of those rockets from Vorest. And
he'll take Mega, and he's gonna get LG from this.
I think Max in this situation just has to cut his losses and go for this other item. Doesn't want to push into a fight like this. And now, great machine gun though in return. Not able to get much back from Vorest, but the problem with this Max in this situation was, by pushing in, he's put himself on the opposite side of the map from the next item that's spawning. So Vorest was able to freely just fall back, take that major item with that rocket in return. This is a good chance to push.
And he just chase him.
Great machine gun. Couple more bullets will do it.
Mega is up.
To stack up.
If you can get to Mega here.
Max can't lose Mega here this week. A mistake there, which could potentially cost him this game.
Heavy is up, and Max does have the better position for it.
Good machine.
Hopefully Vorest doesn't overextend here. Yeah.
Ooh, and yeah, too risky there. Just pushing straight without checking anything, and Max actually having no rockets, but super shotty ready to go. Inject comes out now. Good stack here again.
And Vorest looking to play pretty quiet.
Yeah, vorest ideally probably just wants to hide now. Great initial defensive rocket there. And Max sort of knows he's got to push in here. Dual wield shotties come out and
really well defensive play.
That.
And that does it.
Yeah, this should be map 1 for vorest. Can't really close that there. That came down to that final frag. Max just pushing in and yeah, the LG. Strong from vorest, and there you go. That was a great beginning to this set.
I reckon at the start, vorest was like really strong in the items. He knew when they were taken by him and Max and worked around it. At the end, he came a bit sloppy and like he got worried about with the combat, and it caused him to fall off with that a bit. But I think he held out just long enough, and especially using a dual-wield shotgun at the end, that was crucial. Really good defensive play.
Yeah, he did have great use of the BJ dual wield in the whole map, purely just to sort of push Max off items. Didn't necessarily get any situations where he was able to melt Max with the dual wield LG and just like destroy his tech instantly, but being able to get an item for free can be way more valuable, in my opinion. But that was vorest's map pick. Yep. So now we're going to go to our Max's domain here and bring out the Athena. And I'd really like to see how he's going to use this Athena to try and take the control of this high ground. Slash is going to have the speed advantage here. The Athena's no slouch. The players just taking a quick 1 minute break.
I reckon Athena's better on Blood Cove. Slash is still a great pick, but I think Athena's by far the best. Getting a rail is just crucial.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how vorest's movement is with Slash, whether or not vorest can ride it. Because Slash with the speed can potentially, try and deny this high ground as well. Right? A lot of these jumps that, if you're already on high ground, you can jump across a lot of these gaps. So,
well,
if vorest can keep the speed up and keep the pressure on, it might be hard for Max to hold this high ground.
Well, I play vorest quite a bit, and I know he likes playing Slash. I mean, thing is though, is that especially like I don't know, this is kind of the level where they're a bit more comfortable playing lights, but even still, like they're just not used to having so little stack all the time, and they just can get caught out right after spawn. Well, and so if someone's effectively spawn pushing,
Yeah. Which, as these two, champions are both great champions to do that, super quick to get around the map. One rail off spawn, as you just said, with that such small starting stack, cripples you and pretty much is a free kill straight away for your opponent.
Oh, sure.
But that being said, right, the same happens in reverse. If you miss that initial rail, then both these champions have the ability to get right up into your face really quickly. If Max isn't careful, he misses a rail on the Slash, he'll be right up next to you before you get a chance to shoot again.
Prepare to fight.
Oh, you got the bug.
Oh, got a map bug. My
and you do it like alt enter, yeah.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Blue.
And we might just do a quick restart here of the map. No, he's happy to keep playing with it. Let's see what vorest is doing here on the Slash.
Yeah, he's got the rail. He's gonna call that. Misses that.
And vorest doesn't have the weapons to punish in this situation, so Mr. But peeking again was probably a mistake there. Doesn't need to get in there. Only with HMG. Not going to get much damage off in this situation. Max with the high ground, wanting to try and get some more damage, and vorest just pressuring with the LG.
You don't want to go through that cellar. You know he's watching. Oh, but he turns away.
Say the delay to wait to go through.
Yeah, really smart play. And now it's his turn to get here. Oh, but Max is there and captures him out.
So Max is doing a really good job right now of just denying this rail. Drops down actually.
Oh.
Another great rail, and
such a nice.
even if vorest wants to push in here, another rail. Vorest
yeah, he has to leave now.
There's no easy.
Even with 100, you know, what are you gonna do?
I'll say it's a good rocket to end on, right? It gets a little bit of damage before he goes down. At least he can go down for free. And with that one armor shard, his back's being competitive again. He gets another one actually. And he's probably just going to steal through and get this major item. And Max pushing in with rail does hit it, but dangerous play. And if vorest is quick, he's not going to be.
He really needs rail.
Yeah.
And good jump.
So Max now. He's got his whole arsenal and is just needs some armor before taking any of these fights. Waiting down by these lower. There we go. Gets to the lower one near the mega.
And he's got heavy uncontested here. Still not rockets, but yeah, I think he can get to mega here before.
Max doesn't come in. Yeah, Max a bit too slow to get in here, and great rails to begin with. vorest still in the mega away. And still heaps of time before that heavy's up, and Max can't drop on this yet. vorest trying to get the jump pad, putting pressure on Max. Notice that after those rails, Max is going to be hurt, and then Max is just going to run great rail there, but just before the heavy spawns, and oh, the hook clipping on that ledge and slamming him back into the ground actually.
Oh, nice rail.
vorest ready to defend this item. Great return rail there from Max.
Yeah, Max is actually hitting 81% rail so far. That's pretty big. I mean, out of 11 shots, like, hey, that's respectable. I mean,
yeah, that's really good, especially against a light champion, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh,
another one, and potentially could try and push in. Oh, but that rail looking at the same time, and this should be, yeah, this should be vorest frag. Does take only just, so the LG coming out from Max really strong. vorest now is going to be trying to get any stack he can find. He does not want to be taking a fight here. No armor up yet. Max should be hunting in this situation.
Well, he doesn't know where he is. You can't, and you don't want to, you know, end up in the back end like he did last game, where he ended up putting himself into positions where he couldn't get to the major after front.
Well, it does manage to secure both the major items. vorest trying
to pushing that.
Back to, oh, see, that's what we were just saying with the rail. One missed rail / pushing in with the LG, and there's a second frag for vorest.
I mean, he does let him get mega again, but if he goes down and gets his light again, he's all good.
A good move from vorest.
Really, stopping Max from getting the rail. Like, you've seen how good he's doing with it.
Yeah, and
oh, I'm coming big rail. Miss rail, for sure. Oh, and that one didn't connect.
Actually just drops down here, rockets out, and
oh, huge
combo from the rocket to rail. Great frag there. vorest now 2 frags up, and on a good stack to keep playing here. Max has got the rail gun, but look at that, right in his face. Wow, he actually hits both those shots, and vorest, I mean, on such a great stack, he's immediately railable again, and they're actually going to meet up here. Both players opting to run from the heavy.
And they come back.
And now both players opting to go straight back to it. And vorest not looking the right way. Max hits the drop down rail on vorest. Fortunately, he picks up. Fortunately, he had enough stack just before it hit.
He's not healthy. He needs his health. Oh, he's so lucky that rail didn't connect, Max. But even then, like
he's one more, and again back to this spot where he's critically low and needs to stack up.
Really good job getting around the map,
5 minutes.
because now he's almost 100. One of this health bubble, he will be, and he gets heavy.
And this should be a kill here. Missed rail, both players missing. Yeah, Max Just trying to get a great little cheeky angle there from Max. Rail comes out.
Great
Max
LG.
is good, but the LG's better.
Yeah. Vorest has really strong LG. Probably stronger than me, to be honest. I mean, I got pretty trash LG, but his LG is probably up there with some pretty hard level players, I'd say. He's really strong with it. He just hits them all. Crazy.
And his rails too have been really impressive,
sure.
keeping Max's stack low.
I'm still impressed by Max's rail. 16 out of 25. That's huge.
One more.
But
two
right
more.
now.
One more machine gun swap would have been great. After you get those first couple of rails, you don't need to keep trying to rail like here, machine gun. Ops, keep going for this fight here. Jump the pillar. Swap into the rockets. Vorest super low. Oh, great shot. And Vorest absolutely crippled here.
You do not want to be
Surely
pushing
isn't going
this.
to push him for this item.
Yeah.
Ops do,
I
but
don't know what you're doing there, boss.
that was a bit greedy trying to go for that. Max ready for it. Doesn't miss the shot like that.
I mean, you just give it to him on the platter at that point. Like, such an easy frag. You're low, and the thing is, you also give him that red. And arguably by doing that, you gave him the mega too, because he can't contest it. It's too low.
Yeah, if you just get a bit of like return damage on that heavy there, rather than just pushing in and just going balls deep, hoping that he picks it up,
Yeah.
would have put him into a better spot than now. But instead, we see Max having free ram in the map. Hopefully here, yeah, he gets to the great rail. That's what he needs to do last time.
Looking for the exit damage is crucial.
Especially the unreturned X damage is what is.
The mega's up now, so you don't want to let Max get past, which he does. And good rail, I mean rocket, but he doesn't connect the rail.
Oh, and if Vorest's quick here, he opts to go for that life burst, but the LG, this is really good.
Yeah.
Max stopping too, but nothing in comparison.
Did he actually fire off a rail there? I don't think he
I
did.
think he missed that one and then opted to try and swap to the LG, but it's just by that point it was already so low.
Yeah. And it takes too long to do it, like, after shooting.
Yeah, in a small city, in a tight situation like that, rail is such a risky weapon because if you're pretty much going all in on that shot.
Yeah.
If you miss
And
it,
you have to hit it.
Yep. Unfortunately, he did not. And now Vorest just playing a little bit quieter, just trying to find out where Max is, and
That would have been crucial. That's a decent rocket.
it's a good defensive there. And
nice rail.
too. And Max sent packing again, but no, Max actually still trying to push in and take this fight. He's not railable, so he could take another shot, but wisely opting to leave there. Gets the lower armor. And Vorest again wants to try and hold this upper position. Can he prevent Max from getting this mega? That missed rail, it's going to help. Great
nice.
second shot. Mega will be collected. Another great rail there. Max dropping, and he has to get out of here. No damage returned.
Yep, smart of Max to leave after that. No point contesting, you'll just die. Straight up. And he's still pretty low to be just waiting on Mega now.
Yeah, if Vorest just shows up, he can even go up the jump pad here. If Vorest just shows up, he wins that item there, and Max
and he
actually
can't
left,
contest,
taking
mate.
that rail. He's gone.
Has to leave.
And either way, it doesn't matter, right? Even if Vorest doesn't get this frag, Max is so critically low. I say that as Max just hits 2 rails. Vorest did have that armor there, though, and
Too greedy. You can't be
Rail
looking at
out.
that frag. Too greedy.
And with that one, it's going to put it to a
1 minute warning.
4 frag deficit with a minute to go.
Oh,
And if
beautiful,
Vorest just
bro.
keeps hitting shots like this, I just don't see a way that Max can... Yeah, and great defensive rocket again. Going to catch him out here.
Yeah.
Good stuff to LG, and
Did you see that?
Look at the 7.
Did you see that?
Pretty big plays from Vorest. He's LG. He's using the LG at the right time. That's what I find.
they are pushing in a lot of damage.
Thought you
Yep.
were gonna put up a fight.
Yeah, I do. Vorest has been swapping to LG in all these sort of close range fights rather than while Max has kept rail out a few times.
Yeah.
So a couple of these like just small critical fights have purely just come down to weapon choice really. And
Yeah.
'cause, yeah, if Max misses that rail, that's all 100 plus damage that Vorest is getting for free while Max is sitting there waiting to swap weapon.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to be GG on map 2. Vorest with another very strong showing there on Max's map pick.
Yeah, and honestly, at the start, Max was looking really strong, hitting like 83% rail, and he was getting all the items. He was 3 frags up at one point, I think, but then it just switched in Vorest's head. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna start hitting shots after the majors. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna kill him. Simple.
Looking at the quickly looking at the stats after that match, I think the biggest problem for Max in that situation was his reliance on rail. I don't know if you saw the damage numbers. 3k damage total, 2200 of that was from rail.
That's huge.
So it's, you know, like 85% of damage is coming from that one gun, whereas Rockets and LG had next to nothing on them. It's just, even if your rail's on point, you still need to make sure you are ready to take these fights.
Yeah.
You know, in other situations, right? Like, yeah, the rails at long range, great. You know, you can keep your opponent low. But when it comes in close, just the LG and the rockets weren't there, or even the shotgun, right? Athena with shotgun, Slash with shotgun, both great champions to getting close real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Surprise your opponent.
This next map is gonna be pretty big. Both. It's kind of weird that Ranger and Strog were both left to third map. Honestly, I mean, they're usually one of the champs to like get picked first. And I mean, it's nice to see how the champs get played, but on Ruins, honestly, they're both pretty even. Maybe Strog a bit better because you can get around a bit faster. But Ranger just catch you out, honestly.
I'd say Ranger with the orb, yeah, you can use the orb for movement here as well. Rocket jumping as well.
There's a lot of strong.
They both have the advantage here, yeah. I think it's going to come down to how they end up playing these two champions, and you know, do they play into the strengths of them both?
Yeah, I know that Vorest has a hard time on Ruins because he's strong with items, and it's really hard to get control of all 4 items on this map because it's just, the lights are so spread apart.
So it's very hard to take all that, but that being said, you can try and you can keep eye on all the items from that upper T position.
For sure,
so
yeah. That's such a strong spot.
If his rails are on point, right? Even if it doesn't have rails, he can get the intel every time that Max wants to go for a item on the other side of the map. You'll know, and vice versa, right? Works for
sure.
Max as well. Oh, we're on tournament life right here for Max.
He's done it.
But this is what we saw on the previous set too, you know, right? Like first 2 maps went one way, and then Dazbok bringing it back in the end.
Yeah.
So this is Max's chance. Let's see what Max can do here.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
And for tournament life here, starting on Max. Gets this mega spawn straight through the rockets, and where's he going to go from here?
He's going to get that light down there. Yeah, and Tribot too. Pretty crucial. Vorest is not looking. I mean,
if Vorest already there, could have potentially punished that.
Yeah.
With Max no weapons to do anything about it, and
he hears him.
Both players are waiting ready, both up to move at the same time, and big delay on heavy. Yeah. Max should have probably heard that, and we'll be safe to get back up here and grab Mega. And then this is where I think the fun's going to begin. We've got 20 seconds now to this heavy. Both players should know its timing.
Oh, nice shot.
Great opening round, great second
beautiful.
round.
Those flicks. I mean, what can Vorest do here? He has to hope that he's going to hit all the shots.
Yeah, and even in this situation, Max is the one in position. Honestly, Max probably should just drop down for this heavy. He's now left to the point where Mega's coming back up, right? So both items will be here, and he opts to drop.
What is happening?
Yeah, see, I think he waited around a bit too long. He should have bailed quicker, gone and got that heavy, and then would have had time to get back up to Mega. But instead waited too long, which meant that Vorest was safe to get Mega basically for free there, right, after getting that one rail. And look at that, that basically brought stacks to even, and one more rail there from Vorest, hits another one.
He drops!
He does drop, that's a surprise. He has free control now. And
I think he might have been low ammo, actually. Maybe he's out of ammo.
But even Machine Gun sort of in that situation, he's able to, he was 10 HP, and after hitting those couple of rails, great rocket.
Oh, beautiful.
Great play. The Pika may be a bit optimistic in that situation. As soon as vorest drops, there's no hope the Pika's going to help you.
I would have loved to seen a rocket jump up to Mega there, to try and stop him before he gets there. But I mean, a rail works fine. Remember, all that's gone. Simple.
And vorest is waiting here.
There's nothing.
And Max is actually the one who comes out on top in this situation.
And Russell fall back to the slide over here.
This will be good.
Stack up.
Time. Is he going to come back down for this heavy? I don't think he is. He's actually going to be happy just to sit up top.
All done. Oh no!
Peak's a little bit too wide. Max ready for it.
Yes,
Good rockets.
Up, surely.
Oh, he's a bit weak here.
Oh, this is really
Great rocket though, and that's...
Oh no! Oh, everything just a bit too low. Oh, that's beautiful!
High, and Max peaks him, takes the shot, and there you go, Max on the board. 2-1, and will secure himself the heavy as well.
Wow, that rocket will give some intel. Pretty nice.
Not a huge amount of damage, but yeah, exactly. The information is given.
A bit late on that rail.
The great rock. He does see him cross over, so he knows where he is. Hits the great rail, and
Ross wants to find a way to wreck
an
here.
extra TP, and he actually gets a bit of damage off there. And a lot of rail too. He's now Max.
And he's gonna get
yeah,
wrecked through here. Really well played. Good control, Max got here. Thing is now is if you give up control, you've given up 2 items now because you just get to heavy for Mega so quick.
Yeah,
And see, look, so much damage taken.
He comes out, gets a little bit off, but not as much as like. And it's such a hard spot here to push in. Yeah, you know you can't. You probably should just drop down to go to this heavy now and get ready to defend that.
He's going around.
Hits this rail and gets there in time, and vorest opting just to orb onto it. Gets it, takes a rail for it though, and with 0 armor, not even going to show up here to this heavy. Wise move.
And you can go this other
one of
light
the,
too.
shards, and yeah, Max playing this really well actually. He knows exactly where vorest is going to want to be, and catches him at the last shot. Rocket shot to try and get out.
Hit. Imagine.
Wow, he gets out of there unscathed actually. Max not able to connect any damage, and
Oh,
with
that rocket.
Pika,
745 damage, Pika. He could go down and contest his red, really. And you'll see it. He'll get it 4, but hopefully a bit damage out of it.
Max opting to actually just come out the back way here, which I don't hate, because you know usually a player will sit down and try and get that rail angle off as you try and walk out towards the jump pad. And
Oh,
Max not aware of where the shot came from. Both rails missed though.
now he knows where he is.
vorest
He's getting a Mega from this. He's looking very strong. But look at that rocket. That prediction was so good. Just a great timing. Oh, and he's not looking ready.
So Max has actually gone that way a few times now, and it's been not necessarily catching vorest out, but because of how quick that rotate can be, it's
Yeah.
that play there from vorest. Here's the Pika come out. Takes the educated guess, knows where. Great rail going up the jump pad. Fortunately, Max returns one as well, so vorest not healthy here himself. He's not coming out of it. Yeah, can't contest with this Mega.
I just isn't going for that light up there. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's up. He does fall back on it. Luckily for him.
Is vorest going to catch him out here? Like, vorest has got a huge stack right now. And comes to the jump pad, LG out. Rockets, not the rail hits.
How much damage is Max is doing on the defense?
And he's opting to run here.
And Mega's first, so vorest is going to catch him here, and yeah.
That LG was really good there.
That was really good routing by vorest there. Not going for that telly, because he went through the telly. You know Max is waiting for you. So you have to go the other way, and he found him just in time for Mega.
And I think Max in that situation too there, he just seemed a bit, almost like lost, and a bit, you know, like judging and questioning himself about where to go, and because of that, it just gave vorest time. He could have taken Mega in that situation if he was just staying straight into Mega.
The price didn't look for a rail with that sound cue there, but he found one here. Pretty nice. Gets Mega. And this is like the 5th time he's done that thing, so vorest should be looking out for that Pika there.
And you got to be careful to peek enough that you got to remember that peeking gives you sight, right? Like visor.
Oh yeah.
So if you peek straight after, like he did, he knew exactly. Max knew exactly where vorest was coming from. Hence why he was able to get that really easy rail off. Right here,
You
though.
can't stay there.
Max shouldn't be peeking this.
Yeah. He's lucky. He is very lucky.
So that
Vorest
should
is
have been
winning.
vorest strike there, yeah. But he gets the shot, and now vorest is the one put low. Winning
Man,
Max
he's gonna be a mega.
Yeah. So it turned out in his favor.
And with 3 minutes in, Naxus, he can wait a bit longer, but you know, you want to get the momentum going. So honestly, you can look at back here. Good rail. Vorest has an orb, so he can potentially orb out of it, and he will, but he's not there in time.
I would actually like to
Yes,
see
Corey.
maybe fake that orb. Even chuck the orb and then like try and peek out afterwards once he hears the strog sliding. Try and
He'll
get a
be there
shot
for Mega though. Max has given up Mega, which pretty crucial at this stage. Neither of them want to peek.
Holding control for these guys has been a little bit of a, you know, just giving up a few items here or there that you probably didn't necessarily need to. Vorest.
And he's let Vorest actually get LG and Rail here. Now he may not be there for Red, but you know, I would like to see him pressure him so he couldn't drop down there.
Let's think, because Vorest did actually push Max off and get into a position where he could then take control in that in the red room. But
Yeah.
after getting the
And you see how he's out there now? You can see he's being seen.
forwards and
And somehow that works out in his favour.
so I think Vorest just saw it and thought, I can take this fight here.
Yeah.
But then the
Oh,
peak damage that came out was
So
huge.
low.
Rails
He has
both
ball,
good.
so he can orb out of here if he wants to. Which is definitely what I'd be doing. But he just leaves. I wonder if he knew how low Vorest really was, because if he knew, he would have stayed for that fight with machine gun.
Even now, still a good chance if he can get to a fight here. He just wants to be careful of two of these close range fights right now. Or he hasn't used it yet, but that orb at a close range fight, big damage, and Vorest just trying to still push down here and take this item. He pushes straight through the missed rails,
1 minute
and
warning.
not
He
gonna miss
can't
that
be
one
just
though.
there. He's got to realise that Max is hitting his shots right now. He can't be just waiting for him to go, because I mean, in a rail battle, the chances are from that angle you're going to lose if you're in heavy.
Yeah, and well, I think what we're seeing a bit of too much of here is both these players they're opting to take these long range like rail battles and whatever. And they get each other low, like they both hit as many as they do,
Yeah.
and then they both just sort of fall back and go and stack up, and then they'll just repeat that. Oh, the orb actually comes in and
Away!
was a ballsy play. Yes, great rockets though.
Oh my gosh, huge defensive rockets.
Great shots out of Max. Vorest forced to run and free mega here for Max. This is big right now, and I'd like to see Max actually go over and look for that armor.
Yeah.
Vorest is going to want to be on that side of the map, which he is. He's already taken it. And did he catch him? He did catch him off there. He's
getting
got a
healthy
peek, and neither player really wants to make a mistake. Like, look, we're in OT now. 3-3, and
Sudden death.
one little mistake. for
Yeah,
Vorest
Max is
right
looking
now.
strong here. And I don't think the lights are up for a bit. She has to play a patient game right now.
I don't think Max saw him cross over. And... oh, looking the wrong way.
Oh!
And second one, this is exactly what I was saying. It's like they both just are hitting such good rails, and two simple shots like that, and it's swapped everything around again. I don't think I've seen level of control being swapped around quite so much as I have in this match. This is perfect from Vorest, but wow, Max, he's ready for it. He's waiting for that shot, and you'll have heard that heavy pickup. Free to go get this light now.
He just left Mega up. He hasn't gone rocket jumped up there once. And I think that's really a problem, because he has so many opportunities where he could just steal Mega and take a fight, but he's decided not to.
Yeah, and as Ranger, that is such a viable strategy, such a good strategy, especially when you know your opponent's not on that side of the map. Like, it is obviously risky trying to rocket jump, you know, up so high, especially if they catch you out with LG. But when you know your opponent's position, it's a safe play to do. Kika comes out again, not going to get any damage off this time. We're going to see this rail battle again. Max opting to try and just actually get a bit of rocket spam off, and
Mega's gonna be up.
no
Oh,
damage.
and see, this is good rocket jump.
There we go. That's what we want to see. And yeah, Max knows that after that, he cannot even peek this situation. He wants to just go get this 50 shard.
Oh, beautiful rail.
Ready
You have to
for
push
it.
now.
And
Oh, come on, vorest.
Vorest opting not to go for the push here, and it will mean that Max can live to fight another day. He gets this 50 shard.
Stopwatch.
Fortunately for him, he was able to get that. You know, he didn't take the rail after picking up that shard, because that would have left very little on the map for him. Gets this second one back to 100. Oh, he looked away to the wrong time. Gets a great return rail though. It's still not a good stack, especially after that mega came up. Has to run from the situation, going through the TP. Please don't get TP telefragged here. That would just be a horrible way to win.
Oh, great rail there, and the rock did bounce him off, so it's fine. And he's gonna go down to fight here. Oh,
Really
he's so
risky
lucky.
rail, and Pika comes out, doesn't get anything. He can't be peeking this well. Railable, 70 HP for your tournament life. Peeking well,
That's
railable,
crazy.
and
Crazy.
he's running, and he goes to a TP, and now this could be the end. He's still just trying to fight this, and he's still
Taken.
that whole time spent on 70 HP. All he needed right there was one bubble to get up to that above railable state, and then that's unfortunate for Max. OT as well there.
That's unfortunate for Max, but I mean, I know what he's doing, staying so railable.
Again, but looking at the stats here, look at this again, right? 2,000 rail damage, 450 rocket, and 78 LG from Max.